Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Hannah. Welcome to Crypto Bible. I hope you're all well. I'm going to be bringing you a new series of videos where I'm just going to basically dive into certain coins and just do simple chart analysis for you guys. I thought it'd be a good idea because a lot of people always ask me to, look at this coin, look at that coin, and I thought, you guys can leave your coins in the comments below, and the ones that get mentioned more than not, I'll chart them and I'll just try to keep them as frequent as possible. I won't do them like every single day. But there'll be some times in a week where I'll just keep updating you guys with a series of coins. So it will basically be like a block of videos coming out at one time. So one after the other. So you can kind of keep waiting for your coin to come out. And I'm just going to be diving into simple chart analysis. I'll show you guys what I'm seeing on the charts. And obviously you guys can just, do what you will with that information. Nothing I say is financial advice. But before I just introduce it, today I'm going to be speaking about MIR and 1inch. Again, it's a coin that a lot of people have been asking me to take a look at in my Discord and in the live streams as well. And I'm going to be doing like quite a few other coins right after this video as well. So stay tuned and leave your comments down below of what you want to see. And yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get straight into it. So obviously, this is one MIR that we're looking at right now. It's a coin that was one of my crypto pick of the weeks. And it's something that people have been asking me to take a look at because it is such a lagger in the market. But this is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's lagging that much that people always keep saying, is it even going to move? Should I still be in it? Tanner, what are you doing with it? Well, look, let me tell you guys, these are the type of things that you want to be buying at this point. If you're going to be investing your money, the things that you should be investing are things like MIR, in my opinion, not financial advice, of course. The reason for it is because the price is heavily suppressed. We haven't seen a big move come out of it. We know the way that the market is reacting right now. We're seeing a lot of breakouts, and they're all doing very similar patterns to MIR. Except in MIR's case, this is a huge falling wedge on the daily time frame, whereas a lot of charts you're looking at the same thing but on the 4-hour time frame. You can see MIR has actually been falling since the 19th of August. So, that is nearly 2 months worth of downwards momentum, just finding resistance on top of this trend line right here without a breakout, whereas a lot of other coins have already broken out and gone on their run, right? So if we go back to the daily chart and we actually take everything off and we zoom out a little bit, you guys can see where we are at the moment in regards to MIR, right? We're all the way down here. And what did we do previously down at these levels over here, right? You can see this was also an area where MIR ended up getting listed and finding its first area of resistance before breaking down and then going on a huge explosive run up. Okay. It was also an area which we found as support on our way back down in July. And it's also the same area where we found support literally a few days ago. So at the moment, you're literally at a level where MIR won't really be going down much longer. And the way that the market's moving at the moment, and it's looking extremely bullish, MIR is at a level where, people really should be taking note that, this is looking primed for a big breakout. The fact it's been consolidating for so long and in a falling wedge for a very long time. I mean, even if I put our trend line back right there, you guys can see there ain't much longer until this thing actually starts breaking out. So what are the targets? What kind of targets are we looking for when we do break out? Well, the first thing I'm going to be doing is putting a Fibonacci retracement over the entire move, see how suppressed we actually are. As you guys can see, very suppressed, okay? One thing that we need to note is that the total altcoin market cap is actually all the way up here, all right, which would put MIR at a price of between $9 to $10. So that is basically where MIR should be at this moment in time, yet it's just very suppressed, okay? And another thing we need to realize is that MIR is such a low market cap coin. The moves that can come out of low market cap coins are pretty explosive, okay? They're low caps. They'll catch up with the market very quickly. Things like MIR, they don't move, up with slow grinds up. They have moves like this right here, random huge pumps coming up, multi-dollar candles in a day. They're the type of things that you're going to end up seeing. So the price levels that we're waiting for right now for MIR, most importantly, would reside up here, between $9 to $10. That seems like a very far away target at the moment. So right now, what we're going to be looking at is our closer short-term targets, which would obviously be our first Fibonacci retracement, which comes out at 0.236 at exactly $5. You can also see that at that level was also a lot of resistance that came in there, right? So we've actually been below here for such a long time. So if I just do that and take our Fibonacci retracement off, you guys can see how many times we've had bounces in this area. We have not managed to really clear back above it. So it's been a very long time. and a lot of consolidation. We're right back at the levels where we were a very long time ago before we saw big pumps. This thing is looking primed for a big move out. So it's just a matter of being more patient, right? So right now we're waiting for $5, and then it's all about just getting back above those Fibonacci retracements, right? So it's very easy. You just go to your top, to your bottom, and you can find that the first one would come there at around $5. Then next, you're just going to be taking out each and every single one as they come, all right? So that is what we're looking out for MIR. In regards to the relative strength, Phoenix, you can see that it's still more in the oversold area. It's also had a breakout on the RSI as well, as you guys can see. So even though it hasn't broken out in price, the RSI, it has broken out. So this is something that people need to be taking note of. It's not all about the price. It's all about being patient and looking at things elsewhere. So we do have a breakout on the RSI. Okay, so that is looking like it's got a lot of room to grow. And you can imagine with something like MIR, that room to grow could be very explosive as well. And then one thing that I actually ended up seeing was this MACD. It's not something that I use quite often. However, with the MACD, you can see we have just turned green in the past 2 days. All right. So with this is a very good sign of a reversal. As you can see, we've been below it ever since August. And the way MIR does move, like I said, it moves very explosively. So the way that this has been consolidating and falling for a long time, we finally just flipped green on the MACD. The market is looking very bullish as well. So I don't really see any reason for MIR not to start grinding its way back up. Okay, so that is looking excellent. So that's going to cover MIR. Just going to move over to 1inch quickly. So 1inch, very similar story, but just not as suppressed. All right. So again, this is the daily chart. We've been falling only since the 5th of September. MIR was all the way since the beginning of August. However, in 1inch's case, we have a breakout. Okay. As you guys can see here, we do have a breakout of 1inch, and it's all about just grinding its way back up. As I said, if we do put a full Fibonacci retracement over this, people need to be taking note of other charts and not just what they've got in front of them. The total altcoin market cap is all the way up here, which would put 1inch at a price of around $6 at this moment in time. So with our Fibonacci retracement on it right now, all we're going to be looking for are the retracements back up. What we can see clearly right now is going to literally be this area that comes in right there. Okay, you can see that this area did act as a support base for 1inch to bounce off, and it was also the same area where we ended up capitulating below it and then finding resistance once, twice, and 3 times. Okay, and what else is significant about that? It comes at the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement as well, which is $3.98. Okay, so people need to be taking note of that. $3.98 is the level that we ideally want to be getting above, and then it's just about taking out the rest of the Fibonacci retracements. The 0.702 comes in right there at exactly $6. That is where the total altcoin market cap is right now as well. So that is where 1inch should really be. Okay, so that's going to cover it for 1inch as well. Just want to take a quick look at the RSI because again, even with 1inch, we do have a breakout on the relative strength index right there. Very clear one as well, very big one, with some room to grow too. So even 1inch looking really good. Just wanted to end the video off by taking a look at the total altcoin market cap. Again, it's something I mentioned in so many videos previously. We have a huge cup and handle formation forming right here, which is actually ended up breaking out of the candle of the handle right there. So we do look very good for a move up, which would indicate big moves coming from alts, which we have seen all around the market, but these are just two that seem to be lagging, especially MIR. So yeah, as you guys can see, a lot of these charts are going to be quite similar in the sense of me doing the other coins as well. My analysis is very simple, but it's very easy to understand and just see where we are at the moment. It's all about looking at the rest of the market to identify what's going on with these coins. So that's going to cover it for MIR and 1inch. I'll be back with another video very shortly for you to take a look at. And like I said, comment any other coins that you guys want me to take a look at. If that coin gets a lot of recognition or likes, or loads of people are commenting the same coin, I will do it. Otherwise, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys very soon. Take it easy, people.